Austin here from Double Tech, and I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at some of the different APN settings that are available on the Galaxy Nexus. You've seen plenty of unboxings of the Nexus. This video is mostly talking about the different APN types on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus GSM version on the AT&T network right now. I was using previously a SIM card that looked like this. It was in my iPhone 4. I went to the AT&T store the other day and got my SIM card swapped out for one that looks like this. This is AT&T's newest type of SIM card apparently. Give my phone a second to get reconnected to the SIM card and toggle off Wi-Fi, and I'll go into my settings now and look at the different APNs that I have. Now there are three APNs that I've known that I can use so far. The Cingular410, which is the default APN, which this Galaxy Nexus picked up when I put my AT&T SIM in, and that's the only APN that works on my old iPhone 4 SIM. No, I had my data plan recently changed from the iPhone 2GB Pro plan to the AT&T 4G LTE plan for LTE phones. Even though this isn't an LTE phone, it enables it supposedly to access the HSPA Plus networks. So this is the default APN wap.cingular. Go in the video notes to look at the rest of the settings for these three APNs that I use. I'm on one that I've named HSPA. You can give them any name you really want, and this one, the APN name is just phone. And then everything else is blank, except for the APN type. Again, make sure to look in the notes for the exact settings I've used here that seem to work. So I'm going to go ahead and do a speed test while I'm on my phone APN. Now notice my phone tends to toggle back and forth between the H and the 3G up here, which switches between the UMTS and the HSPA Category 9 or Category 11 network. And it tends to stay on UMTS when the network's at idle, and it goes to HSPA 9 or 10 when it needs to. And notice I have about 4 to 5 bars of service right now, and it's 12:18 at night, so it's on a relatively uncongested network in my area. I am in an area that AT&T considers enhanced 4G backhaul. Let's go ahead and restart that test. I guess this is all the faster the network feels like going in my area right now. 2.5 down and about 1 meg up. So let's go ahead and change the APN and see if that has any effect, if at all. So I'm going to go to the default Cingular410 WAP, or wap.cingular. Toggle that on. Give my phone a couple minutes here to get connected to it. There it goes. It's all connected. So let's toggle back into the speed test app. Whoa! It's feeling a little better now. Okay, so we got 5 megs out of the default APN. I'm going to toggle right back to the APN that I've been using. Kind of changing my opinion here as I'm doing the video. This is kind of interesting. I've switched back to the phone APN. So who knows, this could just be a fluke in my testing. I'll run another test successfully. So 3 megs went up. This is the phone APN. I'm going to swap back to the default wap.cingular. Again, so we went up to 4 megs, and last time we were down to 2 to 3 on the phone APN. Except this one tends to have a slightly slower upload. I'll run it again. Okay, and then there is also a third APN, which is the one that a default AT&T Skyrocket Samsung Galaxy S2 would be using. It's called the PTA APN, and it's just PTA, and then you can look in the video notes for more details about what you can type into here. I'm going to switch to this one. It's interesting, it's a third APN that I can connect to, so I have an active connection again with 5 bars. I'm going to go ahead and start the test. I went ahead and left this speed test in real time. I want you to notice how fast the speed ramps up all the way to its maximum. On the other two APNs, it takes about 4 to 5 seconds for it to ramp up to its maximum speed. It took this one only about 1.5 seconds to get to its maximum download and upload speeds. I'll restart this one. So I think it's pretty apparent at this point in time that APN settings do affect your speed, but the benefits and the negatives to each one and exactly how it's going to behave is, as far as I can tell, unpredictable in my specific area. The phone APN does seem slower consistently though, and that's the one that most people have actually been recommending online on different Android forums. So far the phone APN has been seeming the slowest, Cingular next, and then third, at this very moment in time, the PTA APN seems to be the fastest for me. Let's run our last test on the PTA APN. Yeah, this particular APN seems to be the one that is consistently the fastest, and it instantly goes from between the download and upload, the needle instantly goes all the way up to the maximum speed. So the PTA APN seems to be doing pretty good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with the PTA APN for now, and I'm going to be switching back and forth between these, and when I get my T-Mobile SIM card in, I think I'll be messing around with their network and seeing what I can figure out. That's pretty much it for this video, and thanks for watching.